You alright?
I've had a great week. Chidzo, do you see this at home?
I wasn't born here.
But do you see England as home? And if not, why have you not gone back to Nigeria?
Yeah, partly. I see it now as I've got 2 homes.
Why haven't you gone back to Nigeria to live? Why are you still here?
Remember what I told you before, what my uncle said?
What's that?
You lot that live in England live here because you're poor men.
Because you're poor men?
Yeah.
That's what you mean?
You don't have enough minerals to live there.
As in Ghana, in Nigeria basis.
Yeah.
You don't have it in you. You're not man enough to live in.
No. Saying that you're the kind of bread you have won't be at the level you want to live at over there.
Explain. I don't get it. Explain.
So
it's not. It ain't got enough.
It's not long
enough.
Yeah. Them man, when they move around, they move with convoys. You get me? They move.
You know one thing
you do that for Christmas. You don't do that every day, basically.
You know, one thing that has always been raised in this whole having money back home versus having money here is, you see, back home things are changing a bit now, but if you got your house, that's your house.
Yeah.
If you've got your phone, that's your phone. If you've got your car, that's your car. Credit is not a thing. Well, like I say, it's changing now.
Yeah, it is. But generally speaking, yeah.
Right. Whereas here, you lose your job today, you're finished.
As in
9 times out of 10.
As in the UK.
Yeah, because you can't keep up with your lifestyle. Like you can't. For many people, if you lose your job today,
2 months.
2 months tops.
I wouldn't even give it 2 months.
Exactly. Whereas back home, it's like.
That's a terrible way to live, man.
But that's
the reality for a lot of people.
I know, I get it. I understand that, but you know, like when people buy like cars and stuff on finance, you're living to pay off that bill, that debt. I'm so anti that. I'd rather not have a car and have the freedom.
Mortgage,
do you know what I mean?
Same though.
Yeah, mortgage, 100%. Yeah.
Have you ever actually looked at the terms of a mortgage? Like, it's scary, bro. Like and ultimately the crux of it is, if you do not keep up with payments, we will repossess your home.
Yeah.
Like it's
like
mad.
anything, right?
And so the concept of that is you're always going to be fighting and striving to keep up with those payments.
But then why is that perceived as like the goal or the objective to have a mortgage? Why is that the be all and end all? Why do people take pictures jangling keys like they've
let's be real. In more circumstances than not, it's better to pay off your own house and be able to live rent free at the end of time than it is to continue renting. That's just being on there. Is it the best investment ever in the world? No. But is it a safe investment? Generally, yes. Is it good to have that peace of mind of knowing that at 65 you don't have to pay rent to anybody? Is great.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if that's the only reason why, because people always say, oh, property this, why buy a house, why buy this? For the peace of mind that maybe when you become 65 you don't have to pay rent anymore.
Yeah.
And when you talk about your pension, I was having this conversation with someone yesterday. How much money do you think you need saved as a pension, or saved from the age of, say you retire at 65 and you're going to live to 85, that's 20 years. Just try and think roughly, give me a round number, how much money do you think you need saved in your bank account?
What, 65 until I'm dead?
To 20 years. How much money do you think you need for 20 years of living as a pensioner? 20 years of living. Just roughly, give me a number, what do you think?
800 bags to
600 bags?
Yeah.
600 bags will give you 30k a year.
Yeah.
You need to technically have 600 grand saved either as a pension, or you've got maybe 2.5 grand coming in from your investments every month for you to live. And if you've got to that point and you don't have that, you're going to be in trouble. Just 600 bags saved by 65, or a pension pot that is equivalent to that.
But it's like the age-old conversation that you've been having across many different thingies, where now wages are not matching at all.
No, it's a joke.
Anywhere near.
Our generation's finished.
I remember when my dad first got set up over here, when like his weekly pay, he could pay off like his rent.
Yeah.
He could go food shopping.
On 1 week's pay, yeah.
On one.
And save the remaining 3 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, do you think if you're paid weekly in this, you got to pick a bill, bro?
Yeah. It's impossible.
And then next week's pay will cover next week's.
But then we know this, but why are we still here?
Yeah, that's.
Because it's one thing. A lot of us, like, let's just forget all the other AMEs in Bain. Let's talk about us. We will complain day in, day out about stuff that happens here. And it's a genuine question. When we keep saying, why are we not going back to rebuild our own country? You deadlift, you squat, you're just about to bench your PB now. Why don't you... Why
Hey, this guy got jokes.
Why are you going
You're
back
on me today, innit?
No, I'm saying, that's a big pause.
You're on me.
That's a big
No,
pause.
you are.
No. I'm saying, why are you going back?
Huh?
Why are you going back to your country? This is a genuine question. All you not watching this right now that complain about England, and I'm saying this genuinely. Why are you not going back? I'll tell you why I'm not going back. But why are you not in the comments? Tell us why you're not going back to fix your country.
But hear the joke. I've said to
Go and rebuild your country.
Wes, what I said to you? I said, right, if man has ecom popping how man needs it, let's say I start an ecom business and it pops within 2 years. What do I always say?
Yeah, you're gone.
Yeah? I'm gone. I always say to him, I'm gone.
To where?
Huh?
To Nigeria?
Between Nigeria and States.
So you're going to the States. Go back to your
I'm
village.
living between both.
Go back to your village.
No, I said I'm living between both.
No,
6
go
months
back.
in the village, 6 months in the States.
No, do 7 months in the village and 5 months in the States.
Bro, it wouldn't affect me, you know. I love it back home.
Where are your parents?
I don't think you understand.
As in
man.
your,
My dad's from Jamaica.
why didn't you go back to Jamaica?
I've never been.
Never been?
Never.
Why have you not been to Jamaica?
Do you know what?
Why
I think
about that? Why have you not gone to explore that part of your family tree, your lineage?
Gables
Because
been to Jamaica bare times, isn't it?
interesting.
Yeah, better.
Yeah,
Why
but
do you
you
go?
man, you man go like Dream Weekend and that. So yeah.
No, I like
Anyways,
I like Jamaica.
nah. Why have I not been? I think
Jamaica, and Jamaica loves me.
I think for me,
Guys, I'm saying.
Wow.
What was that,
Is
sorry?
what you did?
Gaza?
no, I think it's for me. I look at it and I don't see the purpose at the moment. I'd like to go back at some point, but it's like it's on my to-do list.
Alright, let me ask
So
you a
like a
question
massive-
on that. Is that when you say you don't see the purpose at the moment?
That's dangerous.
Is there like a level of like is there like a level of when you say you don't see the purpose, as in what would the purpose be for you to go back to Jamaica?
I like to know where I'm from. I like to kind of see. I like to get engaged in the culture and stuff because
But you don't
obviously
see the purpose in being engaged in that now?
no, I'm engaged in it now, but it's not. It's different. The UK Jamaican culture is completely different from Jamaican. And
No, I hear that.
also, if I go over there, I'm a foreigner. I'm not Jamaican. Let's clarify that. If I went to live there, I'm foreign. I'm not like them, man. I'm foreign, boy. Like, I'll get charged foreigner prices. I got a British accent.
Yeah, no, I
It's
hear
completely
that.
different. So I think for me, because as well,
So you go there for 6 months and soak it up.
because alright, so first things first, it's of my understanding that it's not like it's not safe over there in the sense of once you leave, if I went to a hotel, I got to stay on the compound.
You know what's mad,
as soon as
yeah?
I start venturing out, it gets techie because I'm a foreigner. Like
So basically, nowhere's home for us then. Because even when I've gone to Nigeria, as much as I enjoyed it, they didn't look at me as a Nigerian. And I'm not home here. So where is home?
That I guess that's based on how you position yourself. Because when you're in Nigeria, do you move Nigerian?
Well, I try to speak a little bit of fake Yoruba.
That's not what I said.
I know.
That's not
You know,
what
I wear my Slasher sandals. You know, I put dust on my kneecaps. I try to blend in.
Wow.
No, but this is the reality. Soon as you come off the plane,
So do you pick the dust from the floor and rub it on
you
you?
see like how Olima Mega will sometimes do his videos and he'll scratch his kneecap. Yeah. The reality is this. I know I'm bantering. Like when you come off the plane, they look at how fresh you are and they know you're not from here. Even when you go out, they know you're not from here.
there you go.
And I've had people say to me, oh, Britico. I'm like, no, I'm Nigerian. No, you're Britico. I'm like, you're almost having to have an argument with them about, like, I'm Nigerian. And I'll be honest with you, why have I not gone back to Nigeria? When I live in Nigeria, I'm being real. Anyone who watched the Olympics would have seen that there was a runner who was meant to run, and they failed to register her
100 meter.
for the 100 meters, so she couldn't run.
Yeah.
A lot of times, this Olympics 2024,
Yeah.
she's travelled to France to go and run, only to get to the assembly point and say, sorry mate, the country ain't registered yet. C'est le voulez pour les français fermer les bouches. She said, what do you mean? She couldn't
Yeah,
run.
they only register